definitely a huge part of Indian weddings is the jewelry. And so today I'm just going to be reviewing the earrings. I'm going to go ahead and hold this out. Some of the one of the earring pairs actually that I got from Tanishq. And it's extremely hard if you live in the US, which I both grew up in and live here currently. But my family is Indian and is of Indian origin. It can be really hard to buy the dresses and the jewelry and all these things without going to India. And quite frankly, I just did not have the flexibility or time to travel there in order to get all this done. So, I had to go by companies and just avenues where I could buy things within the United States. And I actually do have some ideas about that. If other people are interested, basically, like, where are the places within the United States or close by that you could go to get some of these things. But the main place I actually got my jewelry from is a company called Tanishq. They are obviously they're a very well-known Indian brand, and they're kind of just like the standard for getting really good like gold jewelry and just solid Indian pieces. And so I definitely went with Tanishq. And they were decently accessible in the United States. And so what I wanted to show you is the earrings that I am getting, or sorry, not getting, the earrings that I got and I'm going to wear for the wedding ceremony. So here they are in the box. I'm going to go ahead and put them down. These are called Jhumka earrings, or just Jhumkas. That essentially just means they have this bell shape. And here we go. So a lot of Indian wedding jewelry is extremely heavy. This actually is not that heavy at all. This is probably on the smaller side, but I definitely wanted to be comfortable in what I'm going to wear for the wedding ceremony. And I just knew, since I'm not used to wearing the really heavy traditional Indian jewelry, that I was probably not going to be able to pull it off well for my wedding day. But I did want to get kind of the traditional Jhumka style, which is just, again, this like bell shape. So what it has on it, the green is emerald, and then I believe the pink is ruby, and then of course there's real gold. I can't remember what carat, but I'm pretty sure it's higher than like 14 carats. Just for like the rest of the earring. I do want to note one thing, especially if you didn't grow up in India, you might not be used to this part of the earring, the part that actually goes in your ear. It's very thick. I don't know if I can even give you an idea really of how thick it is, but this is much more thick than just traditional earrings that you would get in the United States or a lot of other countries. This part is usually much thinner. And so if you're like me, and sometimes you don't even wear your earrings to bed, you kind of just wear them every once in a while, your ear holes it's going to be a challenge to put these in your ear holes. So that's just one thing to keep in mind if you're just someone who's either not Indian who wants to buy Indian jewelry, or obviously you're just an Indian person living outside of India and you're not used to wearing the jewelry. You really want to think about what will fit in your ear. Now, I actually had to go through a process of a few weeks where I literally put oil on this part as well as on my ear holes, and I basically slowly stretched them out. I mean, obviously I'm not recommending, obviously talk to your doctor or a piercing specialist about really how to do it safely. But I found that these almost fit. The ear holes needed a tiny bit of stretching out. And so I was kind of able to accomplish that over time with oil and just gently kind of putting this in my ear. So that's really the main thing I want to point out, in case you're just like ordering these online or something like that. You really have to think about, are you going to actually be able to fit these in your ear? But I think these are just a great size. Like, you can see them, but they're not really going to weigh me down. And that's really what I like most about it. I like that there's kind of dangling, so they're going to have some movement to them. I love the colors. My dress will be red, and so I think the green and the pink actually will go great. And there are some actually even also pink aspects to my dress. And so, and of course gold. I'm a huge gold girl. I'm not really a huge silver person, and so obviously I knew that my earrings had to be gold. And so this is the other one as well. It's the exact same. And then let me see if I can get the backs here are, you can't see them, so I'm just going to show you. This is the back. Okay, and again, let me focus this. Let's see if I can focus this. So this is the back, and it's pretty sturdy. Okay, it's a beautiful solid gold back. And again, with these earrings or a lot of traditional Indian jewelry or a lot of Indian jewelry in general, this is a twist on, okay? So you don't just push it in, you actually have to screw this on. So again, that's just something to keep in mind. If you haven't really worn traditional Indian jewelry before, you actually have to screw this on. But regardless, I absolutely love this. Again, I think it's perfect. I'm going to be able to see it. People are going to be able to see it on the wedding day, but I don't think it's going to like really weigh me down. I think just the design is beautiful, and I'm just so glad that I bought these. So yeah, I might do an update about how these actually wore on the wedding day, but these are going to be my wedding earrings. Here we go.